Hi, Sonia here with your intuitive tip of the week. And this week we're talking about goals and why they're so important. So today I was talking to some of my clients, and the interesting thing that they kept saying was my intuition isn't working. What's going on? And the thing that tied all of these people together was that they weren't clear on what their goals were. Now, the thing about when we make a conscious decision, when we know what it is that we want, then we're able to open up to listen for our intuition. Intuition isn't going to tell you what your goals are. That's your job. That's your part of the work. That's your homework. And that starts first and foremost with getting clear on what it is that we want, connecting to our feeling bodies and paying attention, and also meditating, praying, and using that time to get clear. Now, we can even have the conscious intention to get clear on our goals. That's a really great way to help to start to even begin this conversation. But when we are clear on what our goals, then we start to partner with the universe who comes in and helps to guide and lead us. So if we're not clear on what our goals are, it's sort of like not being able to tune into the right radio station and all we get is static. And that's what my clients were feeling today, was this feeling of static. And a lot of times we get afraid to get clear on what our goals are because, there's a fear of what if I might fail? Or what if I'm asking for too much from the universe? Or what if I can't do it? And a lot of times we're afraid to get clear on our goals because we can come from these patterns of low self-esteem and feel like it's somehow outside of ourselves to make these transitions. And first of all, the thing that I would say to you is if you're somebody who has low self-esteem patterns and who can get really critical, first start to pay attention to all the things you've already created and manifested in your life, whether it's the job, a partner, a home, whatever it is, no matter how small it is. Because when we start to pay attention to how we have gotten clear on our goals, then we can start to see how the universe has partnered with us. This reminds me of a story of when I was a little kid and I was obsessed with Game Boy and all I wanted was a Donkey Kong game. And it was interesting because it was like that was my super clear goal. And I was staying at my aunt's house in Kansas City at the time. And so I was like, okay, that is my goal. And I even was like, all right, intuition, how do I make this happen? So then I put everything into effect. I started knocking on all these neighbors' doors and being like, hi, can I wash your car? Can I babysit your kid? Can I do something? Can I clean the house? Whatever. And it was amazing because within a day, I made enough money to get this game, which was a chupa thing. But at the same time, that's the same principle. It was like I knew what it was that I wanted. And a lot of times we can go back to our childhood and remember those moments where it was like everything in us was like zeroed in on that one thing. And that's the type of focus, energy, and attention we have to use now to help co-create in life. And if you're really having trouble getting clear on your goals, first of all, pay attention to where your energy goes. There's a great saying where your energy goes, where your attention goes, energy flows. And even noticing there. And also paying attention to what are your top 5 goals? If you could wave a magic wand and all of it could be happening literally right now, what would those things be? Pay attention to them. Second of all, be in your body. Notice how they make you feel. If your goal makes you feel energized and excited and open, then that's a true goal. If it's a goal that comes from a place of should, have to, must, that's what I call a secret shame, and that don't work. So if we're clear on what our goals are and know that we feel it in our bodies, then we can start to partner and trust the universe. A lot of times our intellects get really, really loud and get really, really critical and decide that there's one certain way to do things, when in reality, there's not. You just need to do your part of the work and the universe will do their part of the work. And also, too, it's like in starting to create habits to support that. What do you do to start to pay attention to your spirit, to do deeper listening? For me, I spend every morning a few minutes connecting with my own sweet spirit, with my own energy, so that I can be able to hear underneath the noise and pay attention to what resonates as true. And the thing about having real goals is that's our decision to focus, and our focus is like a magic wand. It's what creates. And we have to remember that we are conscious co-creators with the universe. We come in with a million tools, singing, dancing, creative, and a lot of times we get really afraid and our lens starts to narrow. But if we can start to remember who it is that we are and get clear on what it is that we want, and not from a place of low self-esteem, but of something of being able to not only give back to the universe, to give our gift, to shine our light, then it starts to bring everything into sharper focus. So what are some of your goals? For me, some of my goals, like I've said, making friends here in New Orleans. Some of my other goals are to help grow my business, which I'm super excited about, but that also are things that sing to my heart, that make me excited and energized. And even if there's the occasional discomfort, is the place where I start to show up and where my intuition leads me. Like I said, I was talking the other week about how I wanted to make a friend who was like a climbing friend. I was like, oh my gosh, please. And I was praying on it. And then the one showed up in my improv class week 3. It's like, that, and also of saying yes to the different opportunities that show up, and saying yes. The thing is creation and manifestation is a partner dance with the universe. And the more that you're clear on what it is that you want, the more your guidance will come in to guide you. The more you can get underneath the noise of the blah, blah, blah to what resonates as true. So, and make that a priority. Remember that our focus is a magic wand. What would your magic wand, if you could wave it, what would it grant you? What are the wishes? What is the magic? And we have to get underneath our fears. There's so much fear. My mom has a really beautiful tool that I love called If I Weren't Afraid, I Would. And that's a place of where we can empty the garbage. So if I weren't afraid, I would. Set a timer on your phone for 5 minutes and say it out loud. Often we get choked off here as the chimney. This is our throat chakra. But the more we can say things out loud, the more that our inner ear, the cochlear that picks up on vibration, tells us what is true. So if I weren't afraid, I would. Put a timer on your phone for 5 minutes, say it out loud, see how it feels. 2, write down your top 5 goals. Connect and see if they resonate as true, as something that you actually want. And you'll know because everything in you will light up like I did when I wanted that Donkey Kong game. And also of recognizing that our intuition is here to help, but won't overpower your conscious mind. So intuition is like a little butterfly wing. It's quiet, it's subtle, it's not gonna be the big thing that comes blasting in. So we have to make space to get underneath the noise to listen. So I hope you enjoyed my tip of the week. I am sending you all my love. And also, if you're having trouble getting unclear with your goals, or even need to use your soul purpose, all that, book a reading with me. I can tell you what's going on for you right now, what's ahead, and also what your soul growth is, where your soul patterns are, what are your magnificent gifts, and really how to create clear headlights so that you can become focused and bring all of your heart's desires into reality. Also, if you need support, mentor with me. If you're already on this manifestation pathway and also keep running into roadblocks, we need support. Let me be support. And I really encourage you to book a 15-minute free phone call with me and see if it's a good fit. I also have a bunch of resources, so if it's not me, I know exactly I have a lot of places that I can direct you. Last but not least, sign up for our newsletter, soniaandsabrina.com. You get a freebie, you get a free online course, you get a free ebook, and I send you a spiritual lesson a week. Who doesn't want that? I mean, gosh, I love learning. It's the best. But I'm sending you all my love. Also, go to my book page on my Instagram. You can book a time with me or go to my website, soniatully.com. I hope you're having a beautiful week, and I'll talk to you next week. Sending you all my love, unless I decide later to do a video because I'm so fucking. I love you. Bye.